Music has spoken to me on a deep level my entire life. I can remember as a child just sitting by the radio, captured by the music I was hearing in a way that I can't explain. It was music, too, that kept me going down to the quarters whenever Lily May said Mr. Webb would be playing his saw. And there was also music I heard at my church. When I started piano lessons, I played a lot of classical music, and I think I was in the 3rd grade when I learned to play Beethoven's Minuet in G. I recall sitting at the piano, weeping because the music was so beautiful. Beethoven is still my favorite composer, but my feeling for the music is different from my feeling for the spirituals. Coming up in segregated schools, we always sang the spirituals. At that time, we weren't into heritage and all that it meant, but I think I still knew that the spirituals were like mine. I studied Bach, Stravinsky, Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff, all these people, but I always had to have a deep feeling for them, sort of an emotional attachment. Perhaps there are more advanced musicians who don't need that and can get there intellectually. But I remember hearing the great pianist Vladimir Horowitz say, "Passion is not a technique," which is true, since passion comes from within. I feel that is true for all music, but most definitely for the spirituals, since they deal with a relationship with God. So for me, it is a religious experience. Yet this is not to say other kinds of music can't be religious experiences as well. In fact, everything about Bach, not just Bach, it was also about God. However, it is still the spirituals that speak to me most deeply. Yet I find that many only get into the rhythm of the spirituals, not understanding the songs came out of suffering, that they are the music of people determined to survive. Down through the centuries, the music has gone through different stages, but at some level, it is still about survival. It is the deep river I'm going through with no care of what others might say, because I'm going to stick with my Jesus. In essence, the message of the spirituals is faith. Though the spirituals can be entertaining, they were not designed to entertain. I have to say again that their purpose is to fortify the soul. I first met Benny Williams in the late 1990s when she arrived at Park Hill United Methodist Church, hired by our then senior pastor, Reverend Gilbert Caldwell. My late husband, Judge Wiley Daniel, and I immediately joined the gospel choir. Although I had never sung in a choir as an adult and had little experience with gospel music, I was drawn to it. From my very first rehearsal with Benny, I felt an undeniable spiritual and religious connection to the music. Week after week, I left rehearsals with a deep sense of fulfillment, as if I had been given a direct line to God and all His blessings. There were moments when those rehearsals felt like a church service in themselves, filling my soul and uplifting my spirit. Benny had a unique gift, not just in leading music, but in guiding us to experience its power. Through her, I found a deeper connection to my faith, my community, and the joy of worship through song. Though Benny has passed on, her love and teaching for gospel music will live with me forever.